We are carrying a huge load. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are currently working at a job site, and I just got a job from my manager, and he told me that we need some construction equipment. So of course, before I continue to yap, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So today's task is to head over to the gas station, which is right here, pick up the trailer, and then head over, pick up one piece of equipment, and then the second piece of equipment, which is going to be, I believe, right here. We don't have too much time. Let's start making our way over there because we have a lot of work to do today. So let's hop into the semi, let's turn on the beacons just like so, and let's start making our way over to the gas station. But like I said, we're constructing a new building. I hope you guys are really excited for that. Let me make a right on here, and then we are going to be making a left turn on this road. So the road seems to be clear, so let's do that right now. And now the gas station should be right up ahead, but as you can see, it is another beautiful and bright morning. Alright, it looks like we have arrived at the gas station, so let me turn on my blinkers, make sure that everyone knows that I am going to make a left right here. And as you guys can see, the trailer is right here. So let me just quickly connect it to the semi. So yeah, let me back up a little bit. There we go. We are now connected. We can now leave the plaza and start heading over to pick up our first piece of equipment, which is going to be right here near the bridge. Oh, I almost ended up making a whole explosion. Let's start turning right here. Make sure we don't take the stop sign. Alright, nice. And I think we are going to be taking this dirt road. Let me actually check my map. And no, it's going to be the next dirt road. So let's continue going. Alright, I'm going to start slowing down because this is the road that we are going to be turning. So, alright, let's make a wide turn. I might have to off-road a little bit, but that is fine. As long as we don't take the stop sign, we are in the clear. So let's continue going and be on the lookout because we need to find a piece of a construction equipment. Oh wait, is that it? I think this is one of them. Alright, nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is drive a little bit forward and park right here. I'm going to turn off the engine. And by the way, I hope you guys like the outfit. We've got our vest and our work pants. So let's throw in the ramps before we throw in this piece of equipment. And look at this thing. This thing is massive. Oh my goodness. Let me hop right on the wheel and then into the vehicle. All right, let's turn this big boy. Yeah, this thing is insane. And I'm hoping that we don't have too many issues because we're going to be loading this rig at an angle. So let me make sure my wheels are good and perfect. All right, before I continue to park this, let me just make sure that my wheels are good. But as you can see, the left wheel seems to be a little bit too much on the side, so I'm gonna try to fix that. And let's see. All right, perfect. We are done loading the first piece of equipment, and we need one more. And the second location for this piece of equipment is going to be down here. So I'm gonna throw up the ramps and let's start making our way over there. The ramps are up, and let's get back in the semi. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna turn because I cannot be doing a U-turn. This is yeah, I do not have enough space. So my plan is to make a left and then make another left and finally shoot all the way down. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me make sure the road is clear, and let's carefully make this huge turn. All right, not bad, not bad. Could have been a little bit better, but you know, we were able to turn regardless. All right, let's start slowing down because we need to make another turn right here. Nice, there we go. And now all we have to do is drive all the way down. Alright, we have a stop sign right here and the road is clear, which means we can cross. By the way, I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. I've been pumping out a lot of videos for you guys since a lot of you guys have been supporting the channel, which means so much to me. So shout out to every single one of you. And oh my god, the piece of equipment. I can't slow down. Oh no, this could have been bad. Alright, let me start backing up. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer to the side of the road. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna put the semi in park and let me turn on the engine. Let's throw down the ramps. Boom. So we got the second piece of equipment right here. Kind of strange that it's on this guy's property, but I think we have permission to use it, so we're gonna take it. All right, I was able to turn this on, so let's carefully try to get this on the back of the semi. I'm gonna turn right here. Let me back up, and then let's get this thing loaded. And I gotta make sure the wheels are carefully aligned. Careful now. There you go. Keep going. Nice. I think this is a pretty good spot to park it. I could get a little bit closer, but you know, I'm good enough. I don't want to risk hitting this vehicle, so I'm going to turn off the engine. I'm going to hop out and yeah, let's pull up the ramps. Look at this. We are carrying a huge load. This is not going to be easy. And I just noticed, is this hitting the back of my semi? Whoops. Let me hop right back in my semi. All right, let me turn on the switch. There we go. And let's start making our way to the job site. Of course, we're going to be turning right here. We have to do this very carefully because we are carrying a lot of weight right now. Oh, yeah, this is kind of sketchy. This is very sketchy, actually. I'm going to be driving a little bit slow since it is going to take more braking power to be stopping all of this. So let's start slowing down. I believe we're going to make a left turn right here. So let's carefully do so. Look at that. I am a professional. Oh, look at the cows. There's also cows in the farm. That's pretty cool. And up ahead, we should be able to see the construction site. I think it's going to be the next turn. Yeah, it's going to be the next turn. It's going to be right here. So let me start making myself a little bit wider so we can carefully turn into this road. Come on. Oh yeah, this is a little bit difficult. All right, nice. We have one more turn right here. Let's carefully do so. Oh, this is kind of scary. I'm going to keep turning until we have enough space to unload the vehicles. I think I'm going to do it right here. I think this is good. So I'm going to throw this in park, turn off the engine, because you guys know that gas is not cheap. So let's throw down the ramps and let's begin with this vehicle. Actually, you know what? I don't think I have enough space because this is not much space. So I think I'm going to inch a little bit more forward just to be safe. There we go. I'm going to risk it. Uh-oh, look at the ramps. Yeah, I'm a little bit insane. I'm gonna carefully see. Okay, not bad. You see, you guys, it was not that bad. Alright, so I am going to go around and get this thing next to the pile of gravel. Let me back up a little bit. I'm gonna park it right here. I've never seen a machine like this. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. For the next task, we gotta throw on the big machine. I actually don't know what it is called, so if you guys know, make sure you guys leave it in the comments. Alright, let's get on the wheel. Alright, let's turn it on and let's carefully get this thing off. Alright, everything good? Nice. Wasn't that bad. It was kind of like cutting butter. Super smooth. So I actually don't know where I'm going to leave this. Park it between the sand and the rocks, which I think I am going to do. So let me actually fix myself. There we go. I threw it in park, turned off the engine, and look at that. Not bad, not bad. Finally, we can throw up the ramps. There we go. And we can take the semi back to the gas station. So let's quickly do that and then come back and get to work. Alright, we turn this bad boy on. Let's start making our way over there, and there's gonna be a tight turn. Alright, the gas station is right here, so let's start slowing down and let's start slowly pulling in. Nice, just like so. And I'm gonna leave the semi parked right here. I just gotta make sure that I am not all crooked, because the other truck drivers do not like when I leave the semi all crooked. Oh, before I do leave, let me actually turn off the beacon on this thing. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to call one of the guys to pick me up, and I'll meet you guys back at the site. Alright everyone, I just got dropped off back at this site. My manager just told me to start heading over to the tool store because we currently need some shovels. So let's quickly go do that. Alright, let's make a turn right here and let's pull in to the little plaza. Well, I don't think this is a plaza. It's more so like a little center. I don't know. Anyways, let me open the doors and shovel. Oh, right here. Shovels are right here. Let me grab this one. Nice, we got the shovel. Let me close the door and let's start making our way back at the site. Alright, we are back at the job site. Put this in park, turn off the engine. So let's start working. Ugh, my back is killing me. You know what? I'm gonna try using one of the big pieces of equipment that we have over here. So let me hop right in and let's see if this works. I think I'm done for today. I'm gonna go clock out. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it parked right here. Throw this in park, turn off the car and engine. I'm gonna start heading back home. Home sweet home. Alright you guys, we are finally back. We're pretty much done for today. Woo! I'm gonna go crack a cold one. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace.